Hey, welcome to Hangar One, guys. We're here, and I got the land barge finished. And excuse me as I lower that down. I have my iPad here so I can see everybody's if anybody's going to comment. So I just wanted to share the build. Uh, this is one car of hopefully four. I still had to do a showdown car. I have a partial modified up there, but this was done with that clear that Dave had talked about. And basically, what I used for the body on this, the base color, is a cheap white primer. And you can tell a little bit because the primer kind of did a line right here and then back here on the trunk a little. But you know what? No big deal. I'm not, devastated by it. But it is what it is, and it's the only paint I had at the moment because I can't really afford to be buying a bunch of paint. I did want to airbrush it. It's hard to airbrush the white paint because white paint you really need a lot of cover. So I used actually this is I think this is the Rust-Oleum or maybe Duplicolor like primer, and then I did was put the decals on, and then I cleared it after I put the decals on. I didn't use any. Uh, I did not use any. How would you say? Uh, Acrylic clear on this after I put the decals. That stuff that you spray on here does not attack the decals one bit. So when I put this car together, I put the decals on. Excuse me. I put the decals on, and then I sprayed it right over with that stuff, and it didn't do anything to the decals. They came out really good. So welcome everybody who's joining me, Chris, Michael, and I think that's it for now. But here's the car, just so I can show it to you. Came out pretty good with the paint job, with the shine that stuff puts on. I probably could have put another coat. That's pretty shiny how it is. Little detail here. I've been tuning this today. I had to widen the wheels out a little bit with some spacers, and then the back here I had to put some spacers too to pick the body up because I mounted this directly to the interior because this is full interior. So we have a full driver, full roll bar right there. Well, everybody usually has a full roll bar even with the tray interior, but there's a driver there. Thanks to Dave for getting me a driver, resin driver, and got that in there. So this is Junior Johnson's car right here. This is local North Carolina, Wilkesboro, Holly Farms Poultry, and I've been tuning this car to get it to run better. I've added weight. One thing you guys keep note: adding weight to these cars really helps because they are kind of top heavy, so they'll tend to tumble. So remember, if you guys add weight to it, it does benefit it quite a bit. If you're worried about testing it and it tumbles. On Area 51, this is not really a car to run on. I did a little bit with it, but it's because the way the turns are, that track is really, to me, it's really meant for 132nd cars, and the oval's meant for my big cars, which I mainly build this for is mainly an oval. So, but here we go. We have the whatchamacallit, can't even say it, the TrackMate on. We'll do a couple laps with it and see what it does on times. And how you doing there, John Tucci? So this is just a quick live just to run this car so you can see it. And let me go over here and start. Go. And we'll start the timer and see how she goes. 3.262. 3.01. 2.905. I've really been working on this thing because it was really like kicking out a lot in the back. And what I did was the wheels. Remember, when you build these cars, you may not build them perfect to where the wheels could be at, but shims really do make a big difference. So if all I did with this car is put 60,000 shims in the front axle and then 50 in the back to widen it out, the track out a little bit, and it took care of the problem. So if you run into those things where you feel the wheels are too narrow into the body, you could put some spacers to push them out, and that's what I did with this car, and it's really tracking well now. I was having a little problem with it and just working with it and trying to figure out things, and so far it runs very well, and it should, as Harry say, hunt on the track. Nice and smooth, a little body float on it, and if you guys have any questions on this, let me know. I ran the motor for an hour on my little dynamometer just to kind of get the motor broken in a little, and just a couple of things I've done to the car to get it ready, and this one's ready to go. Yeah, 2.794. All right. And she looks good so far. Hopefully nothing will fly off. We'll find out. That's a good thing to do is when you get your cars and you got them going, run them hard. If they're going to fail, they're going to fail with you instead of, packing it up and not making sure you're kind of giving it a good run. Make sure you get all the bugs out, get all the little, all the little gremlins out of it. But so far, we're pretty good with this one here. There you go, 2.774 is our best lap so far. And it tracks around the corner and good. Doesn't kick out like it does. It was doing it earlier, was kicking out a lot, which was a little frustrating. So, there you go. Not too bad. Runs good. Pretty happy with it. What's up, gentlemen who joined me? Let's see, we have Dave join us. What's up, Dave? We had Tad. How you doing, Tad? I hope I didn't miss anybody else. Yeah, I nearly broke a fender off mine. Yeah, that's what you had to do. You had to run them. Let me get it closer to the camera here so you guys could get a good view at it. So there's the front. You can see I detailed it with panel liner is what I did with that Tamiya panel liner. I painted the light silver. Make sure I got it in front of the camera. Good. I'm trying to keep it on there. Then what I did was I have Firestone decals, and I put the Firestone decals on there. These are water slide decals, and then I coat them with floor shine, and just to protect them. They may get scuffed up, no big deal. Also, I did the trim and all that. Interior was done, with painting it. This was done fairly easily. The decals I got from eBay from this one seller is pretty good. I can't remember the name of it, but it was a 2-pack decal, so it had the Junior Johnson Pontiac ones, and then it had this one, the Impala. So that's why I did the Pontiac one that I sent to Harry already. Then that one's with the H&R chassis, and then this is the Junior Johnson Impala. So got the back detailed as well, painted the red lights, all the trim and everything. Chassis, I have weight here on the front to weigh the nose down, and then to keep the tail a little bit more contained. I use old Carrera screws. I didn't use the body float ones because I just widened the holes enough. That's enough float. You can see the interiors right here. And then I epoxied everything. I always epoxy this stuff. If you use super glue, it will come loose. It may stay on, but I always use epoxy. So if it does wipe out, like I did wipe it out downstairs, it went tumbling, and then it went hitting things. So I, got a little bit hit. But overall, the car looks really good. I'm really pleased with it. I think it'll do real well. So, and that's about it. I just wanted to share that. If you guys, anybody who hasn't built one at all, any newcomers here, which I don't think we see pretty much the regular guys that usually build, came out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. Like I said, I think this will do fairly decent. It's got the nice stance on it. It's not too low, not too high. I think it's where the modeling aspect would be how they would look like. I mean, I could have probably slammed it more, but I was using a full interior, and I screwed it into the interior basically. If you want to lower your car, I mean, you'd have to do more work on that, or just go with a tray interior and then use, balsa wood or plastic strut, and then you'd have to lower it down more to give you more of a lowered effect. Because some guys do like lowering their cars, and they do handle better if you lower. But if you put weight on it, a weight will help contain a little bit of, the toppling and all that. It's a big help. So, but pretty cool livery. I like it. 427 on there, and then the gold and red, and the number 3. Like I said, there was a few mistakes on the paint, but not bad. But pretty much, like I said, all good. Runs good. So hope you guys are doing all right. I just want to go live real quick. I'm not going to be on super long. But so let's see, anyone building a sport modified or sportsman? Yeah. Mine is in the making. That one soldering I did during the live this past Tuesday. That's the start of a 55 Chevy dirt, modified, or how would you say, sportsman car. I'm gonna make. I do have a modified chassis done. I just haven't done all the details onto it, and I'll have to start on that. So I got like 3 more cars to do too, because I got the zipper top. Though I'm not really too happy how the zipper top I have looks. I kind of went the dirt squirrel look on it, which just making it kind of messy. Like it'd been in a race for a while with oil on it, but I don't know. I had to kind of figure out what I'm going to do next. Sometimes I get behind because I start doing videos of other stuff, and I should have worked on these from the get-go, and I didn't, but I got this one completed, so that's good, and I got another one completed over there, so I have 2 cars, and but hopefully we'll get the rest of them done. If not, we'll see what happens. But yeah, we're getting there. Oh, but Gene, how you doing? How's your shoulder working out? I know Gene's been recovering from shoulder. He did a video on his little poly cars he had, which is pretty cool. Just showing the timing on it. Those were, I think, out of the box and with silicone tires and pretty good cars, and they handled good. So let's see. Dave says I'm. Dave's ramping up with burnout sauce. Oh, cool. Marty, how you doing? I see Marty's here. So Dave's gonna ramping up burnout sauce production today. Time to make the sauce, huh? Cool. That's good. All right, Gene. Glad to hear you're getting better. Oh, that's good stuff. So I got my lap time for this car so far at 2.774. Not too bad. We'll see how it does on the longer oval at Home Racing World headquarters. So we're there. So that car's done. Now on to the other three. It's just gonna take me a little bit. So hopefully we'll get those done soon. So good, Gene. Glad you're getting better. Gene took it to me 8 months to get mine 100%. Oh wow, really? Yikes. Yeah, I have this dread of doctors going into my body operating. I don't like that one bit. I would probably deal with the pain before I let somebody trying to hack up into my back or something. Because a lot of times, I don't know. I don't have any very, how would you say, faith in the medical field nowadays. It's all about making money, if you ask me. They can give you drugs or something to mask it or whatever to, I don't know. I just have my feelings on that. So, anyways. Yes, I know, a long process. Yes, sir, it is. And you got to be careful. Hopefully they got the operation all good and you're healing better. It takes a while to come back from that. Knees, arms, rotator cuffs, back, all that stuff is ankles, hand, wrist. That all takes a lot of time to heal. So, all right. So I could run a couple laps. I'll go in the red lane here. It does in the red lane. I hope you can hear me here because I'm pulling away from the mic a little.
551.546, 2.816, 2.802, 2.832, 2.79.
Oop. Come out. All right. Back in the game here.
13.521, 2.808, 2.743, 2.771, 2.781, 2.802, 2.791, 2.777, 2.824, 2.847, 2.789, 2.89, 2.861.
Oops. Over.
13.114, 2.752, 2.836, 2.805, 2.901, 2.749, 2.749, 2.883, 2.807, 2.794, 2.738.
There you go. 2.738.
2.8,
Consistency.
2.958, 3.337, 2.897, 2.835, 2.813, 2.772, 2.737,
There you go. 2.737.
2.832, 2.821, 2.743, 2.754, 2.728,
2.728.
2.842,
Lost time there.
2.895,
I'll look at the comments in minutes, guys. I'm just trying to make sure I
2.831,
not to wreck so easy.
2.845, 2.792,
There you go. 2.725.
3.31.
All right, cool. Not bad. Think it's gonna do good. What's up, Soccer Wildman? How you doing there? Soccer Wildman joining us. Cool. Cool. All right, boys. You guys are still building. Who's building? Who's not? Who's doing what around here? Anyone? Want to hear what you got going on? Just looking back at the comments as I was running, but I don't see any. No 2-hour live today. No, Dave. Tomorrow I gotta go to work. Unfortunately, gotta get up early in the morning. Get up at 2 o'clock in the morning so I can get to work. So another 3 days and just do my thing. Sir, how you doing there? Soccer Wild Man? Did you get your Oldsmobile chassis built yet for your own track? Hopefully you did. Started on it. I know Dusty started on his Lamb Barge. It looks pretty good. I know Marty's supposed to start soldering his stuff, so you guys just get on it. Concentrate on just making the chassis square. It's important, and once that's done, it's just the rest of it's easy. Just painting your body, putting your decals, and mounting it, and all that stuff, and testing, tuning it, make sure it runs good. So I had to spend, I spent a good hour and a half to 2 hours tuning this one, make sure everything was where it should be, and just testing, taking the body off, testing here, testing there. So I got a good body float here, so I think we're good. It's got good body float that it moves around. You can see it move around a little, which is cool. So all right, guys, that's it. It's nothing I'm going to stay on for a long time. I just wanted to show the car. Hope you enjoyed the live. Thanks again, guys. Always, like I say, take care and have fun racing.